Welcome to the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series, round 16 from Kentucky. Starting on the pole today will be David Scott, then we got John Andretti. And here's your lineup. Courtney Barlow, Mary Baker, Timmy Pacielli, Bridget Fairley, Matt Bullock, Courtney Simpson, Sean Galligan, Ziggy Bain, Chris Summers, Colin Wills, Christian James, Dylan Schwallenberg, Christian Brandon, Brendan Allen, Tom Wayne, Chris McLean, Ralph Green, Gino Harvey, Garrett Jones, Josh Mabe, Josh Courier, Tim Baker, Greg Jones, Josh Gwynn, Kurt Kozlowski, CJ Lorca, Phil Jones, Steve Dillon, Colin Cropley, Greg Brown, Matt Lube, John Dillon, Thomas Shane, Dougie Shears, Christian Baker. Our new point leader is Christian Baker. And Hunter Stone, Bryce Harvey, Michael Harvey, Jordan Spencer. Starting last will be Alex Filter. Back up to the front, David Scott has been doing very good in qualifying lately. He's had a few poles in the past few races, and he's going to get another one here today. And here we go. They're rolling off from Kentucky. The zero car there, David Scott, he did have an engine issue in practice, but it was before qualifying, so it is okay. He pretty much drove out onto the track, and he said that he didn't have any power. They came in there, and they saw that something broke in the engine. So hopefully that same issue doesn't happen today to David Scott. But here we go, green flag in the air. David Scott leads them down. Man, Courtney Barlow got a great start. She's probably going to go immediately to second. Will she make it 3 wide for the lead in one? No, she won't. It probably wouldn't be the greatest idea, considering it's only lap 1 in a 20-lap event. And out of 2, they were really close to wrecking there off 2, but I think they were okay. And Barlow leads into 3 with them all stacking up behind. And they're going to make it, but Pacielli's right on Barlow's rear bumper. And Courtney Barlow will lead lap 1. And John Andretti. Andretti in the 88 was falling off of the pace on the front stretch, and he's kind of still sliding back. And right in front of him, I'd keep an eye on these guys right here. I'm gonna here, because they are not giving each other any room. Few rows of 3 wide, and it worked. Somehow they don't wreck. And let's check in on your point leader, Christian Baker. He's running 33rd right now. That's not good for the, Garrett Jones is around on the back straightaway. Garrett Jones spins around. He's back underway. Will we get a caution? Yes, we will. Pace car thought, or the flagman probably thought he was going to hit the wall and cause a bigger wreck. But let's see what happened to Garrett Jones here. Garrett Jones said over the radio, Gwynn should be expecting one coming for this. And now he might think twice before he turns Gwynn. Because that was actually Greg Brown's fault in my eyes. And it really didn't affect him too badly, but the thing is he lost quite a bit of positions, and he's going to have a lot of a lot of grass on the grill. And in my eyes, like I said, Greg Brown, I thought that was kind of his fault. Let's see. Yeah, he just pinched. Oh, no, I guess it was kind of Gwynn. Gwynn kind of turned down the track into Brown, which turned Garrett Jones. So I don't think Jones is going to be too happy with Gwynn. And we'll see if anything happens between those two. Because Gwynn's going for a championship, but Garrett Jones said he doesn't really care about that. He's just sick and tired of getting pushed around. And back here, they are very close. Let's see. Okay, they made it. I thought they were probably going to wreck there. They were very close to each other. And alright, so let's get back to the restart. We have bad news for Chris Summers fans. Look at this. He got back to the line in 3rd, and look at this. Drives it off into 3. Smoke starts coming out of the car. A camshaft was the issue on the 48. took it to the garage. He will finish last. That's the first thing to go over here before the restart, because I believe the lights are out on the pace car right now. Okay, maybe not. I think they are, though. Yeah, so lights are out on the pace car. Courtney Barlow will lead them down, then Timmy Patrioli, Sean Galligan, Chris Summers, Matt Bullock, your top 5, and then David Scott, Courtney Simpson, Mary Baker, Tom Wayne, Colin Wales, your top 10. Check in on our point leader, because points are going to be critical here. He's running 30th, and with Summers out of the race, see, no cameras on him. Whoops. Alright, so with Summers out of the race, this opens the door for a few more drivers to get up in there in points and contend. I know we're talking about a lot about points, but just think, if this was the Spring Cup Series, the chase would start right now. We have 10 races to go already. Can you believe that? But here we go. Green flag back in the air, and Barlow got a great jump. Wow. Gotta wonder if Pacioli spun the tires or something, because he was not ready to go, but I'm telling you what, Galligan was. He's right on the bumper of Pacioli. Riding in behind him, is he going to make a move? No, he won't. And Barlow is pulled out to the lead. So, the battle for the lead is not going to heat up anytime too soon. So let's check in on what brought out the caution. Garrett Jones. He is running out back with his teammate Tim Baker right now. They are running 40th and 41st. So, not a good day as of now for the Gibbs team. But back up front, Courtney Barlow has the lead, and Pacioli starting to run her down a little bit. If I'm remembering right, Barlow and Pacioli had a pretty good battle in Season 1 at Atlanta for the win. And maybe we can see another good finish today at 1.5 miles. Seems like that's been the best kind of track for finishes. We've not gone to too many, but this season in Atlanta, that was just a crazy finish. In Nashville, that was a great finish too. That's a little bit less than 1.5 miles though. Alright, let's check in. We keep checking in on points contenders, but it never hurts. And I think Shane may have an issue. He's off the pace. He's about 10 miles an hour slower than 26th place Christian Baker. Christian Baker really doesn't have much to worry about, because look, second in points, Josh Gwynn. And we do have a caution. And I believe it was on the backstretch, just like Garrett Jones. Alright, so let's see what happened. Well, a bad day for Joe Gibbs has just gotten worse. It doesn't look bad for Gibbs at first. Alright, look at this. Christian Baker flat out dumps the 49 of Ralph Green. Tempers are flaring today, it seems like. Garrett Jones very mad at, what's his face? Sorry, I forgot who wrecked Garrett. Josh Gwynn. And, Tim Baker. Yep, that's what we're talking about. And, Michael Harvey last in points, having continuous issues in the point standings. And there is Tim Baker. Josh Mabe, I believe, got into this. Yeah, he rear ends Tim Baker. No, he did not. Thought I saw some damage on that 45. Alright, so let's get back to the restart. It should be a pretty, towards the end of the race restart. We are a lap away from the restart, so let's go over your top 15. Restarting on point will be Courtney Barlow, and Timmy Pacioli, Sean Galligan, Matt Bullock, Courtney Simpson, your top 5. And Christian James, Tom Wayne, Mary Baker, David Scott, Colin Wales, your top 10. And Ziggy Bain, John Andretti, Bridget Fairley, Josh Courier, and Christian Brandon, your top 15. Back to the front where Courtney Barlow is going to lead them down. We will restart on lap 15 of 20, so 6 to go. So that should be good. CJ Lorca is, I believe, 13th in points, and he's running 37th. He's the last car in the race. And Hunter Stone, among the guys in the back there, Garrett Jones, 39th in points. Seems the guys in the back of the points never are able to get good runs. Sometimes Dougie Shears seems to be one of the guys in the back of the pack in points. He seems to be able to do really good in some specific races, but then he just gets another bad run, and then it just goes downhill again in points. Garrett Jones seems to be able to do that too. He can get some good runs, but then another bad run will just kind of set him back down. I think he's had 2 last place finishes, so that's not good. Courtney Barlow, up off of 4, is going to lead them back down to the green flag at Kentucky. If I were her, I'd be worried because she's got a bunch of guys behind here that this is going to get pretty intense because 6 laps, that's about a run with until a caution comes up, because that seems to be what it always happens. You go about 5 or 6 laps, you got 1 caution, and then we kind of have a little bit of a break, and we got another caution with about 5 laps. Caution comes out right now, it might be the same situation as last week, or we get a 1-lap shootout. And lighten up the brakes somehow, so must be going pretty hard right now because flames pouring out of the cars down into the turns with some slamming on the brakes. Alright, Courtney Barlow leads. Could we have our 3rd female, or no, I believe our 4th female driver. Yeah, our 4th female driver to win a race. Courtney Simpson was the first female driver to win. Then we had Mary Baker, Bridget Fairley, and now possibly Barlow. And out of 4, right now it's going to be 4 laps to go when we come around to the line. Courtney Barlow leads the race. Pacioli, I'm telling you, Barlow better be worried because Pacioli is so close. Bullock went inside of Pacioli, but then thought better of it, tucked back in line. If Bullock goes inside, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure Simpson is going to go with him, but I don't know. He's not going. Flames coming out of the cars through the turns. They're going so hard. 3 to go when they come around to the line. Barlow leads the race. This is heating up to be a good finish. There goes Bullock. He comes back inside. He's going for that move every single time here in 1 and 2, and then he just kind of doesn't get that run that he needs. Down the backstretch, they're still single file. Bullock looks inside at the better part of the track to do that. He might go to 2nd, and I don't know if it's going to be too little too late for that 43 because he's making the move as it's 2 to go, and Bullock may be able to get into 2nd. I'm pretty sure we'll have a first-time winner because it's either going to be Bullock or Barlow. At least I think. I don't think Pacioli and Simpson have anything for him anymore. I think they've kind of run their cars out trying to get around Barlow. Bullock, I think, is kind of saving his car up, but now that he's trying to get around Pacioli, he's just kind of letting it all loose. Here we go. White flag for Courtney Barlow. 1.5 miles to go. I think the real battle will be for 2nd between Bullock and Pacioli. Off 2 down the backstretch, keeping the eyes on the battle for 2nd because Simpson, I know she would not be able to, or I know she wouldn't be afraid to make it 3 wide. Oh, Bullock drove it down into the corner with as much as he had, and he's going to get 2nd, but he's not going to be able to get to the leader. Off of 4, Courtney Barlow will win her first ever Bass Pro Shops Cup Series race at Kentucky. It's been a long time coming for Barlow, and she finally pulls it off. It was a great effort for that 17 DeWalt team, so let's get your results. Here are your results from Kentucky. Winning the race, as we know, is Courtney Barlow, then Matt Bullock, Timmy Pacioli, Courtney Simpson, and Tom Wayne. And Christian James, Mary Baker, Sean Galligan, David Scott, your top 10. And you can look on through the rest of your finishing order. Christian Baker, man, this is going to shake up points again because your point leader finished 23rd, and not many of his competitors for the championship outran him by much. Phil Jones may be able to take he might be 2nd in points leaving this race. It would not surprise me because he was 6th coming into this race. So this should shake up points pretty big, but. Yep, last place Chris Summers. That's not good for his championship hopes. He was tied with Mary Baker coming into this race for 4th in points. Camshaft issues after having a very good run. This could probably be a win for Summers, but unfortunately for him, it's just not meant to be, and he's gonna have to wait until we go to the next race. So it was a good race from Kentucky, and let's get your burnouts from Courtney Barlow, and then we'll close it up with the celebration screen. This has got to be the worst way to celebrate your first win. Barlow trying to get underway. She cannot get out of her pit box. She went down, celebrated with her pit crew, and now cannot get underway. And the car is not firing up, so Barlow, unfortunately for her, no burnouts. But anyways, congratulations to Barlow. Unfortunately not able to do her burnouts, but we hope you tune in next race, race 17, which will be at Pigs Clip. So sorry to Courtney Barlow, but something went wrong. So let's close this out with the celebration screen for Barlow.